Outlook. So today is Monday, the 14th of November. I was going to post this yesterday. However, I thought things needed a bit more price action before I began covering the extra pairs that I post about in the public Discord. So some nice moves today. Also shared a possible buy setup today on AUD USD, which has since played out. I know most of the mentorship students also jumped on that as well. That's running risk free. So I'm gonna break that down. Before I jump into the charts, I want to do the news for this week. So coming into today, we do have some JPY news releasing in about 25 or so minutes. Then we have RBA for Australia releasing in about an hour. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we have some GBP news, some Euro news, and then some USD news. Out of all of this, the only thing I really want you guys to be aware of is the CPI and then the PPI, okay, for Euro and USD. Then Wednesday, we definitely need to be aware of inflation rate for GBP. That comes out right before the London Open. We have Euro CPI, CAD inflation as well. Okay, and the rest here doesn't really concern us. Thursday, we have Euro CPI along with some jobs news. All of this doesn't really matter, but we do need to be aware of JPY inflation, which is releasing after the market has closed for the day in Asia. And then Friday, we do have some GBP and USD news, but again, nothing really crazy here. So just be aware, guys, of the CPI news releasing, inflation, and what was the other one? It was inflation as well. I think that was it. Oh, and then we have GDP releasing shortly, but the video won't be out by that point. So what we're looking at here, okay, a few pairs I want you guys to be aware of is AUDCAD, all right? I'm looking for a pullback here into structure at 0.88, sort of 900 region, 800 region. So if price can pull back into here maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, we can get a nice buy if price can respect this level and look to take this up into that 0.9 thousand level here. I believe I talked about this last week. I do see this pair hitting 0.9 thousand. Okay, so a nice buy from this level would be a really good risk reward. So if you get in, say down here, let's say again like 20, 25 pips, be a nice little 1 to 4.5, 1 to 5, depending exactly on your entry. And I mean, I think there's a break higher, but that's definitely what we're looking for right now. Okay, so overall, leading into Tuesday, it's just a waiting game on this pair, looking for this to pull back, retest structure, and then hopefully get that buy set up. Now, of course, guys, there's always two sides, okay? There's always the buy analysis and there's a sell analysis, just depending on what price action kind of plays out. If price does not respect this level and we begin to break lower, then we can look for something like this for a move back down into 0.88200 and then possibly even lower from there. It just depends on what price does. But as you guys know, I'll post about it and update as we get more price action throughout the week in the public Discord. USD Swiss. Last week I posted the video where I was looking for buys, but then shortly after I corrected it and said I was looking for sells. Price then made a beautiful move here from this level 0.98500. Was a beautiful move. Like, let's have a look here. It was an easy 450 pips. Now, I personally didn't trade it. I was looking for a bit more price action. It looked like it did a bit of a fake out here, so that's why I didn't trade it. You know, a lot of USD pairs, you even see the dollar as well. The dollar actually, I don't have it marked up. The dollar actually faked out as well. Most USD pairs did fake out last week, which kind of frustrating because you know, a lot of moves that were kind of anticipated weren't able to really be caught. And I know, you know, if you aren't experienced, you probably would have got wicked out for a loss. So whereas we knew to stay out because price didn't do what we wanted to do. Even though the move played out, there's just no entry, and you know, we avoided a loss by doing so. So beautiful move lower. However, the manipulation, because that was all that news, that fake out and manipulation was all because of the news release at that time. So price pushed up, and then news came out and then sent it lower, which is exactly what we kind of expected to do. But like I said, just wasn't ideal price action. So right now, I am looking for a possible buy off this level here. Okay, the structure way out to the left around this 0.93 sort of 0.94 thousand region. So if price can pull back down deeper into this zone here, I can look for a possible buy back up. I do think we'll see a move back up maybe this week or next week into 0.9 sort of 7500. Okay, so what I would want to see here is something like this on like the 1 hour or even the 2 hour. Some nice pin bars, bullish engulfings, things like that. Obviously using DXY as well for confluence. And then we can get that corrective move back up into the highs here. And hopefully a really nice buy setup. So keep an eye on that. I'll definitely keep you guys posted in the public Discord. Okay, Euro AUD. Right now, I'm technically looking for a buy. I was explaining earlier today to the mentorship students in their market review video that on this pair, I'm not really interested right now. It's very sort of sideways, kind of messy price action through here. Really a lot of mixed signals, and we don't chase price. We will never ever chase price. So what I'm really kind of looking for, guys, I'm just gonna wait on this. I'm waiting for price to kind of break away and maybe come back and retest if it does that, or the alternative would be something like this. Breakaway to the highs, then come back. So again, like right now, I'm technically looking for a buy, but I'm really not interested in this pair right now. I'm just waiting. Okay, I do actually favor downside. If I'm being honest, I do favor downside because I'm also looking at like Euro and ZD going lower. But again, we'll see. All right. So for now, guys, I would suggest with this pair, sit on your hands, wait, protect your capital, and then as this begins to kind of clear up and we get more price action and kind of get a better idea of where this is heading, I'll update with you guys in the public Discord as to what we're looking for, either in a video update or and I'll post the charts as I normally do. All right, but yeah, for now I would just recommend just staying out, being patient, and protecting your capital because there's a lot of mixed signals here as to where this is headed next. EURJPY, same thing here. I'm technically looking for a sell, but again, right now, what I'd like to see for the sell setup, guys, if price can push back up into here on the 1 hour or the 2 hour even, like this, and give some nice hourly rejections. Like if we got this price action again, but here, that could be a really, really nice sell. So for example, something like this, right back down into 142.5 would be a nice like 1 to 6, 1 to 7, just depending on your entry. Otherwise, I would like to see price, if it doesn't push up in here, let's say it was the reverse from here and then pull down into my next zone, then we could look for something sort of like this to take this back up into 145.8 sort of region here. Okay, so waiting game here. So again, we have two sort of setups lining up. As these begin to line up tomorrow, I'll update with you guys more throughout like the London and New York session. Okay, and then the last pair I'm sort of looking at. Actually, let me give you a clearer view of EJ here. All right, we can see it kind of printed that structure at 145 region. So if it fails to break above that 145, that's a big reason as to why I'm looking for that sell. Otherwise, it could just come back to retest at 144. It just depends on where price heads from here, right? It's in between zones, so I'm not interested until it kind of pushes into one of my zones. AUDUSD. So I shared in the public Discord today that I was looking for possible buys from this level. Since played out, I actually posted it at the entry. Beautiful 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 tap, hourly pin bars, 0.66 sort of a 500 region. Beautiful price action. Hasn't yet to make a move. Pushed up around 35, 40 pips. And since it's pulled back a little bit to retest this 0.67 thousand level, I do see this bouncing from here. But of course, it could always come back down, and we can look for a re-entry if that is the case. All right. I would like to see this break above this 0.67 200 region and see it push up into 0.69 thousand. I believe I talked about that last week as well, which would be a nice 200 pip move, which, I mean, that's a pretty solid move on AUD USD, but that's definitely a move that could be made this week. You know, we could see that in easily a day or two if the volume is in the market for it. Okay, so watching price here. I know a lot of you messaged me from the public Discord saying you also jumped in just by watching that sort of higher time frame rejection. So good job, guys. But if it does come back down, we can always look for a re-entry, okay, from this level here. All right. So that's it for now, guys. Some nice setups lining up. A nice trade here on AUD USD to start the week. But of course, you know, it's still very early. All right. It's only Monday. So a lot of price action to come. A lot of setups and trades coming our way. That's it for now. I'll update with you guys throughout the week. Remember, guys, as always, keep your risk management strict, okay? And, you know, be patient, be robotic, follow your trading plan. However it is that you trade, follow your trading plan. Don't get emotional and never, ever, ever chase price. Thanks, guys.